Hello out there in YouTube land. It's your old buddy Lee from sunny Western Washington. Come to continue the lessons about books. You know, somebody sent me a message and asked me if people still read books or if people still buy books. And I thought, all you got to do is go onto your web browser and type in the question, and you can get the answer in 5 seconds. So I thought about their question, and then I went on my web browser and typed in their question, and in 5 seconds I had the answer. 228 million new books are bought by people every year in the United States. 760 million used books are bought in the United States every year. That's a total of 1 billion books are bought by readers in the United States alone. And we are a big market, so I figure that other countries probably don't sell as many books as we do. But that's 1 billion buyers in the United States every year. And you know, one thing about it is, if you want to succeed and write a book and sell it and stuff like that, you've got to be able to get on the computer and search for stuff, because you're going to need information to write your stories, backup information. You can't just make up everything as you go. So anyway, I urge you to use the tools that are right there on your cell phone. You got a recorder that you can record your ideas. If you have an idea while you're out somewhere, you can turn on your audio recorder and describe your idea and leave it on the on your telephone. You can take pictures of things that go, wow, I could probably write a story about something like that, and snap a picture of it. So there you got a picture and a recorder both on your phone. If you want to know an answer to a question about a famous person, any place on the planet, any place almost in the universe, if you want a description of some galaxy that's 500 light years from here, all you got to do is use your web browser on your telephone or your tablet or device or whatever, and type it in. How big is the Andromeda Galaxy? How far away is the Andromeda Galaxy from our galaxy, the Milky Way? You know, sometimes you see people asking questions, and it's just because they won't bother to get on their own phone or device and look up the answer themselves. You know, one other thing that you need to learn if you're writing books is time is money. An hour doing somebody a favor looking up an answer to their question is an hour I could be typing on my story. And you know, I'd like to share all the different things that you can do to make your story a success, or how you sell your books and stuff like that. But the answer to all those questions is just a couple of clicks away on your own device, in your purse or in your coat pocket or sitting there on your desk. All the questions, how do I do this, how do I do that? You can find 1,000 different places to find the information, and it's right there at your fingertips. There's almost no excuse for not being able to find the answers to just about every question you have in life. I respect the person that sent me the question. I understand that maybe they didn't quite fully know that they could have gone on their web browser and found out the information for themselves. They thought that since I've got a YouTube channel, I'd be willing to answer it. And I've just spent the last 5 minutes addressing it. Do people still buy books? Yes. 250,000 of them in the United States new at the bookstore every year. Worldwide, it's probably twice that much if you add up all the countries in Europe, South America, Asia, all the markets. I wouldn't doubt if it was close to 1 billion new books a year sold. It's right there on your web browser. All you got to do is go there and search for it. So anyway, my original intention was to get on here tonight because I'm running another special on some of my books on Amazon. This kind of refers to another question relating to books. How do you sell your books? Well, you take advantage of the tools that are offered to you. And you say, well, what tools are offered to me? The tools that Amazon offers to you. Amazon offers tools. Amazon offers help to authors. And when somebody says that, it makes me wonder, why don't you know that? Why don't you know about all the things that can help you to be successful? Not just in book selling, but in everything. You know, why am I stuck in this job that I don't like? How can I advance myself in life? How can I find a new house? How do I secure a loan? How can I find the best car for the money? All those things. You know, those are questions that are important, that really have an influence on your quality of life. And if all you're doing is playing video games on your phone, then why bother to worry about advancing yourself, you know? And part of the reason that I'm on here is because I'm trying to use YouTube like a tool. That I come on here and tell you about my books, hoping that out of 1,000 people, maybe 5 to 10 people might be interested enough to go to Amazon, look my books over, and maybe a few books will sell. So when I'm coming on here, I'm not just giving you the information and talking to you and trying to really be straight up and honest with you, but I'm trying to advance myself, advance my writing career, and I could tell you all the different reasons why I'm on Amazon and Kindle. And I covered a couple of the reasons on a video I did the other day. And I explained that I wasn't on Amazon because I was anticipating big sales. I'm on Amazon for the exposure. What's exposure? It's putting your book out there so that maybe a director or a publisher or an agent might happen to stumble on it and discover you. Yeah, it's a remote chance, but it's a chance. And I counted my books on Amazon tonight just out of curiosity to see how many I had. I've got 27 books for sale on Amazon. 4 of them are going to go on special tomorrow morning. I'm selling them for $3 a piece all week for a copy of the ebook. I think I'm giving everybody a killer deal on my novel, The Waitman House Seance. $3 and you can get it in the ebook and put it on your Kindle device and read it over and over again, and even give your Kindle to somebody else in the family. They can read it too. It's a great story, and it's only $3, and you don't even have to drive to the store to pick it up. You don't have to go look for it or anything. It's just right there on your device already, really, you know. I mean, I don't know how much easier it could be. The book is selling for $25 or more, and then you have to pay shipping if you want to buy a hard copy of it. You can get an e-copy of it for $3. I could have offered it for $1, but I'll tell you, I'm just not going to sell myself short. And I'd say that to you too, as one human being to another. Don't sell yourself short. Don't think that selling yourself for as low a price as you can is going to get you sales. You know, uh, have more self-value in yourself. You know, uh, when I was in the professional sales, we didn't sell based on price. We sold on advantage and benefit and the quality of what you're selling, your product. You know, lots of people can write a book, and most of them aren't that great. But there's a few that really shine and are very special, and they're almost an experience more than just reading a regular book. They're more monumental, like Star Wars, or those kind of things. All the motion pictures that have come out in Hollywood, all of them. The list is just mind-boggling. They all were originally a book, Planet of the Apes, and there's like 5 or 6 movies that are all based on that guy's book, Pierre Boulez. And the same with the Stephen King stories too. He must have at least 8 movies all based on his books. And if you look at Gone with the Wind, it was based on a book. All that stuff, all based on a book. And some author somewhere dreamed it up and then became successful. And a lot of those guys, if they would have had the attitude that a lot of people have, that, oh, I can't make it. The days of making it are over. I'm sorry, but that's just not the case. You're living in the best of times, whether you realize it or not. Oh, I can't be successful because the economy really sucks. In professional sales, you don't look at the economy. You don't let that stuff poison your mind. You get out there and you do the best you can and think positive. Positive thinking will take you a lot further than thinking, I can't do this. I can't do that. When you look at your attitude and the things that you've accomplished in your life, how many times did you say, oh, I can't do that? I can't do that. I can't do that. Until it's almost automatic. Somebody says, well, let's go do this. Oh, I can't do that. How about if you turn it around and start saying, I can do that. I can do that. Oh, let's go do this. Okay, I can do that. That's the difference in success and mediocrity. So anyway, I'm going to leave the names of my books that I've got on special on Amazon in the comment section, because if I tell you now, you won't remember them anyway. You probably won't remember the sale, but out of the people that watch this, it's a possibility that somebody might be interested enough to go get my book. I live in the Northwest and I've been on the beach, and sometimes you got to turn a lot of shovels of sand before you find a clam. And that's just the kind of the way life is. You're going to have to turn a lot of shovels of dirt before you find that gold nugget. So remember, that life is sort of what you perceive it to be. If you perceive it to be a place full of opportunity and a place where you can attain success, then you probably will. But if you think the world's a bad place and all the good times are gone and you'll never amount to a hill of beans, that'll probably come to pass too, my friend. The choice is yours. The choice is yours every day. Where are you going to be tomorrow? Still sitting there thinking the world's a bad place? I hope that listening to me tonight may change a few minds. Come on back again and I'll cuss you out some more next time. Bye.